Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human Podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. Hello, everyone. It's January 28th. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. It's morning for me here. It's about 6:45, and I'm trying to get a recording in before we probably will lose power due to the snow and ice. Yeah, the snow and sleet started overnight, and it's nice and cold here. Maybe a cold plunge will be in order when I'm done recording. We'll see. I hope you're hanging in there and taking care of yourself. Today's reflection is titled, "This Opinion Will Become Your Thought." And it's inspired by a quote from Oscar Wilde's De Profundis. And De Profundis is Latin for out of the depths, or it means like a heartfelt cry of appeal, expressing deep sorrow or anguish. And this book was it was written as a letter, not a book, and it was written during Wilde's imprisonment to his friend and lover, Lord Alfred Douglas. And the letter explores suffering, artistic freedom and redemption, and spiritual transformation, all themes that I think it's safe to say were at the forefront of Wilde's mind while he was imprisoned for his relationship with Lord Alfred Douglas. And Oscar Wilde was an Irish poet, playwright, and novelist, often witty and satirical, exploring morality, sexuality, and art. And he would poke fun at Victorian hypocrisy, and I imagine he just saw through the absurdity of a lot of it. All right, on to the quote from De Profundis. "It is tragic how few people ever possess their souls before they die. Nothing is more rare in any man," says Emerson, "than an act of his own. It is quite true. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation." And that's the end of the quote, and for a letter being written in 1897, wow, how it still rings so true for today. Probably even more so than it did in Wilde's time, with social media and meme culture and the endless echo chambers and everything else that comes with modern living. All right, on to the reflection that I wrote, inspired by that quote. "Put a plant in the ground, and it absorbs the minerals, water, nutrients, and whatever else might be in the soil along with it. Put a human in a room with other humans for long enough, and they'll absorb bits of body language, vocal inflections, facial expressions, language, and opinions. Take that and turn the dial up by about 1 million by way of books, movies, social media, podcasts, and the news. And you've got most modern humans. Our thoughts and actions are driven by what other people say, what they do, what they wear, what they eat, how they exercise. And my God, the list goes on. But is it a bad thing? No, not necessarily. We are social creatures. Mimicry is in our DNA. It's part of how we survived and evolved. Mirror neurons. And built social bonds and learned important skills from one another like hunting and gathering, and dancing and playing. It's how we learn as children, imitating our parents. And that's why it's so important as a parent to be aware of our behaviors and actions, but that's for another reflection. It isn't bad when it helps us learn and grow and evolve and emulate and acquire good and worthwhile behaviors. But left unchecked, it can be devastating, not just in the way that you can pick up bad habits, thoughts, or beliefs from others. Yes, this can be very bad, but also in that with the overabundance of influences, it's so easy to lose track of who you really are, of what thoughts are truly yours and not a copy of a copy of a copy. At what point do you stop having original thoughts and opinions and just become a conduit and loudspeaker for whatever podcast you're listening to, news pundit you're watching, or influencer you're scrolling past. This is where the importance of solitude comes in. Pure, beautiful, blissful solitude. Leave the phone in your drawer. Turn the TV off. Step away from other humans for a brief time when you're able. And just be with yourself. Listen to yourself. Speak to yourself. Think with yourself. Remember who you are. Let your thoughts be your own. Let your life be a unique illustration and representation of only you. And let your passions burn from within your soul outside into the world. The real you will thank you. And that's it for today's reflection. Now it's time for your reflection question. So, in your journal, on your napkin pile, or in your head, you can consider the following. Ask yourself this. Have I been my own person? In what ways have I been mimicking others? And this is an interesting one to think about for me. When I wrote it a year ago and today, and looking around the world, and the endless amount of inputs that are being shoved into our brains at any given moment, while I was recording this in my head, I was thinking, well, geez, is it even possible to be what is the unique version of yourself? We're all products of our environment. There's no way around that. It's just what happens. And we're always going to be influenced by what we read, what we watch, what we see going on in the world around us. And that's just life. But I think it's very important to find that solitude and push back on some of the things that you're thinking or echoing or mimicking, or at least slow down and think about it and challenge it and test it and say, is this something that I want to continue putting out into the world? Is this something I want to build on, and does it align with my values? Or is it something that I want to reject and say, no, this is, I do not agree with this, so why would I be echoing it or thinking of it as one of my own opinions? All right. Anyhow, I need to go get my snow pants on and get ready to go outside before my daughter knocks down my office door, because we don't get snow here very often, and it's time to go play in it. And that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow, January 29th, with another reflection. Have a good one and take care.